Hello, happy Friday everybody. It's Friday, we've down tools and we're heading off camping just for one night. We're currently in the van, but will we stay in the van? What are we up to? We've got a beautiful camper van. We've brought it with us. So why are you wearing rucksacks? Lovely. Yeah, it's perfect. Spot for your tent? Oh, right, okay. Lovely. We're home for the night. Perfect. And Richard's room is through there. Good evening, everyone. We're set up, Richard and I, and you might think we're absolutely crazy. I'm sure a lot of people do. We've got a gorgeous camper van and we have decided to do a bit of basic camping tonight. Richard's in his hiking tent and I am bringing out all my birthday prezzies. I'm going to spend my first night in the hammock that I bought for myself. I also bought a hammock sleeping bag, both items from DD Hammocks, so I'm going to try those out tonight. And then for my birthday I had quite a lot of bushcrafty things, so I'll be bringing those out throughout the night as well. And so we're not totally wild camping. We are in the middle of woods. We're near a beautiful river, but it is actually a campsite and I've stayed here a couple of times previously. They've got hard standings here for small camper vans. You can camp in tents, but they've got a lovely woodland here next to the river where all the wannabe bushcrafters come, myself included, and you are allowed to be here. You obviously pay to be here for the night, but you're allowed to come down the woods, have campfires and sleep as wild as you like. So yeah, we both just set up, so I'll show you my little outfit. So this is my little rig. Richard is through in the clearing there. He's got his axe out and he's chopping wood, so we'll go and see what he's doing now. But I set this up myself. I didn't want any help because I want to learn to do this myself. So I'm not saying it's a professional setup, but I've got this tarp that we've had in the van for years and years. Came from Quechua. We've used it a couple of times, but I'm always embarrassed to get it out because I never quite know what I'm doing and everyone starts watching, don't they? So I've got it up above my hammock in case it rains. It shouldn't do tonight. But I've stretched it out amongst the trees so that if any rain does come, hopefully it will fall off and not soak me. So yes, I did a little video previously on my hammock. It's the DD hammock, travel hammock. It's a sort of a combi, bivvy and hammock. Obviously used as a hammock tonight. I've got my tree huggers and my whoopee strings to suspend it from these very kind trees. Obviously it's got the bug net here, which is going to come in handy tonight because I'm sure there'll be lots of biting critters around. And then inside I have got my sleeping bag, which is a special one for hammocks. It's called the DD Dura 2. I can't remember the comfort rating, I'll add that in afterwards, but it is pretty warm, probably more warm than I need it tonight, but I really didn't want to spend my first night in my hammock cold, so I'd rather be too warm than too cold. The reason it's a special one for hammocks is it's got the zip in the centre, so I can't really open it now while I'm holding the camera, hang on. Yeah, so it's zipped down the middle, so it's easier to sort of get in the bag if you're in a hammock than a traditional side zip. That's the idea. It's got these lovely baffles around the shoulders, so that should keep me warm on the coldest nights. It's also got a little hood with these toggles that you can pull up. I don't think I'm going to need that tonight. That's probably a little bit of overkill. And then the foot end has got this foot box in it. Well, you can see it here. I'll get it out in the light. Yep, so this is the foot box that you step into, and this is made of waterproof material. So the normal thing with hammocks, of course, if you're getting into a hammock, it's going to be really difficult to sort of wriggle into a sleeping bag. So you step into this while you're outside your hammock, I think, and then flop yourself into the bag. You can even wear your boots inside here because it's got an extra large foot box. I don't think I'll be doing that. I don't think I want to sleep with my boots on. But that is the idea. Yep, so it's also got these pockets inside so that you can find things easily, like your phone or your head torch. And then one of my birthday presents from Richard bought me this really lovely, oh, I had it upside down, a lovely blow-up cushion, because a pillow is a real luxury when you're camping. I normally go without, but this feels so lovely. It's got a nice, sort of feels like cotton surface on it. It's made by Life Adventure. Obviously this packs down tiny. It's got its own little bag. But I think I'm going to have like luxury tonight. Maybe this is even going to be more comfy than the camper van. Don't worry, I am never not going to camp in my Bongo. This is not a replacement for my Bongo. It's just that I do love camping. I love camping in all sorts of different ways, and I've always wanted to sleep in a hammock, and I never have. It's around about my birthday. I promised myself I was going to. It's also coming up for the longest day, so what better time really to come to the woods and spend an evening in relative safety. So yeah, my little setup, quite happy with it, and I got a gorgeous rhododendron bush to look out on as well, and I can just hear the river down below. There are other people in the woods, so you know you're not on your own here, but so far everyone kind of keeps to their own little area that they bag when they get here. So let's go and see what Richard's setup is. Another birthday present down here. I'll show you that later. So this is my bedroom, my little forest glade, my bags and stuff there, and then there's a little corridor, and Richard's got his own bedroom tonight. So he is in the clearing here. That little footpath goes down to the river, which we'll show you later. Feels really light out here in my little clearing. It's quite dark with the trees. So yeah, that's Richard's setup. Oh, his poor old Richard. He's only in a tent. He hasn't got a hammock to camp in. You're gathering wood here.
Yeah, my campfire is concerned. Is it about yours?
Oh, I think I'll come and share. So yes, we're gathering a bit of second-hand wood by the look of it. He's also got his axe out. You were enjoying it, aren't you?
Yes.
Playing Boy Scouts.
Dib.
So normally I share that with Richard. So I'm very excited to be in my little hammock. We're going to walk up to the main campsite now. They've got some sort of rustic toilet facilities, washroom, water taps, all the usual things you'd find on a campsite. It's quite quirky, quite rustic. My kind of campsite, really. We're going to go up and buy some logs because we've realised the logs around here, of course everybody uses them for campfires, there's not many lying around, so we're going to buy some nicely seasoned ones. We have actually got a fire log with us, and we'll have a little go with that later as well. Yeah, they're lovely, aren't they? Hey? Oh, remember we saw one of them in Llanidloes? Yeah. Yeah.
Hand pumps. Paraffin.
Oh, these, I remember these.
I know. That's when
The
we first
numbers
started driving.
going
it's like-
round, yeah. Bit bigger than the Bongo. Just a little addition to my setup. I brought my Viper poncho, which we bought to go on our Thames Path walk last year. It's actually a poncho. It's got a hood here, but it's also really great as a makeshift shelter and ground sheet, and I'm using it as a ground sheet tonight. So I've put all my belongings on it. Thanks to Gareth and Zoe Wild Camps for that tip. We picked that up on their channel. And hopefully if it does rain, my belongings, I hope, should stay dry. Rich has been chopping wood and I missed it. Oh, look at that pile of wood. Come on, Mr. Axeman. Oh, don't do anything. Oh, yay. Brought my own woodsman with me. I could never do that. Another of my birthday presents from my son Tom and Lucia. I had this lovely hurricane lantern, feu hand, so fire hand. Can't wait to get that going later. We're like proper wild campers tonight. More birthday presents. After my incident with the stove the other day when I couldn't get the lighter to work, I didn't know Richard had bought me this ferro, whatever it's called, lighter, little flinty thing. So yeah, I'm going to give that a go. He also bought me this really lovely knife, open now. I'm not sure I even trust myself to open it, to be honest with you, but it's a lovely sharp knife for cooking and prepping, and yeah, feels really lovely. So I might use that later. And Richard also bought me this really cool lightweight cutlery set for camping. It's made of bamboo and it's got your knife, your fork, spoon, chopsticks and a little stirrer in there as well, and it comes in this roll thing. So I did really well this year. Can't wait to use some of them. Well, it's almost 8 o'clock. It's still really light. It's cloudy as anything, but really muggy, really warm. And we're gonna get our little campfire going. Loads of bitey insects and gnats around. So got my hat on, put a bit of spray on. Hopefully we can smoke them away now.
Go and get your fire stick to start that going.
So I'm gonna try out my fire stick.
Oh, that's all.
Holly also bought me this log, fire log. So you put your lighting material in there. It's got a little hole down here where it goes down, where you light it. So the idea of this log, it burns from the inside out. I've seen them on YouTube. So we're going to give that a go, and I'm going to see if I can light it with my, what are they called? Ferro rods.
Ferro rods.
Yeah.
Almost like flick, isn't it, basically?
I failed with my ferro rod. It was just too difficult to light the fire lighter, so I lit my fire lighter for my stove with that, our amazing Swedish fire log, which is really lovely. And the heat coming off is amazing. Well, it's 8:30. We've got 2 fires going. We've got my stick stove and the fire log going. Lovely bit of heat coming off them. Another problem with my stick stove today, I have lost, I think I must have left them at the beach last week, the little crossbars that go across the top to sit the pans on. So I think it's time. I'm going to have to buy myself another one. Luckily I had some birthday money.
More gadgets.
More gadgets. Yeah, so we're going to start cooking our food. We've got burgers again. And a little bit of
Homemade ones, yeah.
coleslaw. Yes, homemade. And as it was my birthday, a lovely bottle of champagne, which is totally not bushcraft. It's a good job we didn't have to walk too far from the van to camp. But yeah, what the hell. Oh yes.
Ice pack is still freezing, isn't it?
Nice and cold. I normally like champagne in proper glasses, but we're going to have camping fold down glasses.
I did scrape it off, but I didn't do the full.
With the axe.
It's scared to damage it. Merchandise.
Ooh! Hey, it's my champagne.
Whoa!
What you thinking? River? Yeah. It sounds the fire and the river is very primal, isn't it? It's good, really good fire. Absolutely loving that.
All this firewood to go.
I know. We did cheat and buy it though, Richard. Yeah, Richard's been to help some. A New Zealand lady came over and asked Richard to go and help set up a tent. It reminded me of the film Love Actually. In the middle of nowhere, in the middle of Wales, could you ever imagine a beautiful Australian or New Zealand lady coming up to your camp and asking you to go and help them set up a tent? I let him go. He came back. He's got a bit of a grin on his face
yeah,
though.
Make sure they set it up.
Yeah, you got to go and put it. Getting back to all seriousness, I have put the burgers on. Oh, this frying pan, guys, I bought it this week in Puthcall in the charity shop. It was with a set of cooking pans, which I really didn't need because I've already got a set of cooking pans that I don't need. But I bought it for this, purely for this. It's a lovely frying pan. It's got a folding handle and the whole set was £3. So I wasn't going to pass that up. So it looks like it's never been used. So yeah, it's maiden voyage tonight. So we're cooking burgers. I've got my little stick stove going and used fire lighters, the Home Bargains fire lighters. And we put some sticks and bits of wood in there, and then we chucked some charcoal because charcoal is a bit longer burning, a bit more controllable, so we're hoping anyway. So yes, got those in there, and then over here is the remains of the Swedish fire log, which has been an absolute delight tonight. We've loved watching that, haven't we? It's been over an hour spectacle of a log. Primal enjoyment, really. A log dissolving in front of your eyes until it collapsed into a heap. So we've stuck it within this stone circle, which was here when we got here. We're hoping we're not damaging the earth, but those pile of stones were here with a fire scar underneath them. And yeah, we're much later than we thought we'd be, but the burgers are on. We've had the champagne, which was absolutely stunning. So excited to sleep in the hammock tonight. I really am. I think it's going to be, I hope I'm not disappointed, but I really think it's going to be swaying gently is what I always imagine. If I have trouble sleeping, I always imagine I'm in the middle of a woods and hearing a river. So the fact that all that is here tonight, I'm thinking I'm going to have a really good night's sleep. Poor old Richard's just got a boring old hiking tent, so, you know, a bit of a bummer for him really. But anyway, better attend to my cooking and hope these burgers turn out. Utter carnage. Burgers are sizzling. We're not very good at this bushcraft, are we, Richard?
Well, I am.
Richard's cooking noodles now. I'm still really trying with these burgers, but oh my goodness, this is hard work. We were just saying we've got a beautiful camper van, a 60-second walk away. But we're not giving in. The fire isn't as controllable as the gas in the van. Richard's cooking noodles on his camping stove and I'm still trying to manage these burgers.
I will say this is a cracking fire we've got going tonight.
Amazing fire, yeah.
Amazing fire tonight, yeah. And we haven't used much of the firewood yet.
I know, we paid for this firewood, guys. We didn't actually carve it down. But yeah, absolutely, yeah. It seems a shame to waste it all. You chopping the tomato there? Yeah.
Slice it.
Slicing the tomato. I've got the awful processed cheese on the burger, so they're done. And trying to rekindle the fire. £25 frying pan that Richard bought. £3 frying pan from the charity shop. I got no light, Richard, but tell me all about how amazing that burger is.
That's one of the best burgers I've ever.
Best burger you've ever had. Oh my god. Oh yeah. Richard said it's the best burger he's ever had. Lantern from Tom. Paraffin lamp. Such a lovely glow on it. And then the fire in the background. It's 10 o'clock and it's still quite light. And yeah, we're having a lovely time, we really are. A little hip flask with a bit of rum in. Our lovely hurricane lantern. And the remains of the fire. Hey everyone. Not sure if you can see this. It's gone 11 o'clock, isn't it?
10 past 11.
Yeah, we've drunk all the rum, we've drunk all the champagne, we've had the burgers. The fire has been amazing. And we're just about ready to go to bed, I think, aren't we? In our separate wings. Hey, I have no idea what time it is. I'm going to look at my watch now and tell you. It's 11:30. I'm never in bed this late. And there is a moth in here that managed to smuggle in before I could zip up the bug screen. It's 11:30. We've had an amazing evening, a beautiful fire, lovely food, champagne, which is lovely, and a bit of rum as well. So I'm feeling quite mellow, and I've just jumped in. I've put my trainers. Oh, I've got to get rid of this moth. I think I've got rid of the moth. I hope I have. We've had lovely food, lovely drink, beautiful fire, and I'm ready for my bed now. And I've jumped into this hammock, and I've jumped into my sleeping bag. I've put my trainers that I was wearing on the ground sheet, which is underneath my hammock, and I feel toasty, really cosy in here. And now I've got rid of that moth. I'm hoping there's no bugs either. I can hear the river in the background, and I can't hear much else. And I'm really, really looking forward to snuggling in, zipping up this bag and snuggling in, putting the lights off and stretching out. I hope this hammock doesn't fall down. I got confidence in my abilities to have hung it, so I hope it doesn't drop, otherwise I'm jumping in with Richard over there. So night night everybody, and next time you see me, I'm hoping it'll be morning and I will have had a lovely sleep. Good morning. I slept so well. I did fidget around a bit, but my hammock was lovely. My sleeping bag was lovely and warm. My pillow, likewise. Yeah, slept well. Didn't rain. I think Richard's up now. I can hear him around camp, so hopefully he's making some nice coffee. Oh, my first hammock camp. Oh, and I survived. See what my camp mate is up to over here. Hopefully something to do with coffee. Ahoy! That's Richard's tent. Oh, coffee! We're using coffee bags. Did you sleep okay? You did well without me, didn't you?
I think it's the brandy that helped.
Yeah, we had a little couple of hip flasks down there, a little fireside bit of rum for me. Richard had a bit of whiskey, and the lantern's beautiful too. Oh, let's have coffee. So as I've lost the little metal bars that go across my stove, I've improvised and I'm using the adapter that is for the spirit burner. So it's not ideal, it's not terribly stable, but it'll boil the water for another coffee hopefully. I've cooked bacon. My charity frying pan's a disaster because as I've been cooking, the coating's coming off, so I've probably poisoned us both now with non-stick coating. Richard's gas stove obviously cooks things perfectly. So we're having a cowboy breakfast. We're having scrambled egg, beans and sausages, a bacon, oh, and a pita bread. Well, breakfast is done. We've cleared up. I'm in the middle of dismantling my room, and we've got a bit of a hike then with all our backpacks on back to the van, which should take probably 2 minutes. Yes, we have cheated really this time. Well, is it cheating? I don't know. We've had the wild camping experience. I've been in my hammock, and so we haven't hiked all day. Well, there you are. You've still loved it. So yes, we're going to head back home now, and it's Saturday, so we've still got the weekend to chill out at home. Might rain later, I think, but yeah, it's been a real success as far as the hammock and the sleeping bag are concerned. I want to learn more tarp skills because I know you can use tarps for all sorts of things, and they're so light to carry. It seems that I might as well learn how to put one up as a shelter, as a sort of all sorts of different configurations. So I'm going to be YouTubing that. Anyway, hope you've all had a good week, and I'll see you next week. Bye.